are talking about whether or not a motorcycle is a tool and potentially the best commuter tool. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I have my Jaguar XJ. We've agreed that, even for a commuter car, and I use it as a commuter car as well, it's a luxury car. So that is definitely luxury. And because it's a bigger car for European standards, 3.5 liter engine, I think it's around 300 horsepower. But it also drinks a bit. So it usually costs me 10 liters per 100 kilometers. And the motorbike is around 4. So I will put the numbers on the screen just as a comparison, because now off the top of my head I don't know them. But this would mean that just by using the Vulcan S, I'll be saving around 2,000 francs a year, which is quite a bit. And then on top of that, there's the, let's call it, some hidden costs. Insurance, which is about, it's actually over 2,000 for the Jaguar. It's around, if we want to put full insurance on it, would be around maybe 350 francs per year. Then you have road tax. Again, I think the motorbike is around 200 and the Jaguar is around to 1,000. So just by mentioning these numbers, you can see that a motorbike is a much better tool for commuting and a better financial decision than buying a car. Now, even if you would be a bit more reasonable, and I will be doing that, I will be exchanging my Jaguar for a more family-oriented car and a little bit more fuel consumption conscious. But even that one would be around 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Now, I'm giving you the numbers like this because my commute, my daily commute, so going to work and coming back home, is about 100 kilometers. So per day in my car, I'm spending 10 liters, and per day the motorcycle spends 4 liters. And again, on the screen you'll see the result of that. Some of you might say, okay, but you can always take public transportation, and that's a fair point. And it's a point that for Switzerland, a lot of people do take public transportation if they can. Now, this 50 kilometers each way takes me about just under an hour. There's some villages that I need to cross, so I'm going to slow down. Otherwise, on the straights or open roads like this one, I can do 80 kilometers an hour. But overall, it's just under an hour. With public transportation, it take me about an hour and a half. I would have one bus and 2 trains. And 2 trains to take. And this on a daily basis would mean that the best option in terms of public transportation would be what they call the GA Here it's basically you pay an annual fee and you can use all public transportation everywhere in Switzerland. And that is, that's not a bad deal, but it's about 4,000 francs a year. I would argue, and again, I need to make the calculations, but I would still argue that financially a motorbike is a better decision. Obviously, you could work in public transportation, on the train, or you just relax and fall asleep. And yeah, maybe it will be more comfortable that way. Now, I'm going to bring a second thing of, not a second, but I said more. Riding in the morning with the cold is that even in the summer,